Thorns.
Hey, what's up, Garcia? Hey, what's up, Guitarholic? How you doing, bro? And you ready for the pod? Hell yeah, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, man. Thanks for the sub. I am very excited for the pod. I am a big Ziggy D fan. I've actually known Zig, like, no, not known him, but, you know, he used to do StarCraft 2 content forever ago, so, and I was a fan of him from back then, so I'm actually just hyped to have him on the pod because of, like, that shit, let alone the PoE stuff. Already done this spring, apparently. Let's do this one. Why the mace over focus? Because on a martial weapon, you can put this rune. Its gain percent of damage is extra lightning damage. Focus is better defensively. You can get +2 skills on it as well, but you get a lot more energy shield. So if you want to be more defensive, you run focus with the scepter. But if you want more damage, which this build just needs damage, then you have to run a martial weapon so you can get this socket bonus. So it's a really good DPS increase. In terms of gem skill levels, it's the same amount, 2 on each. My minions are just fodder. They're just there for muster. They don't actually add anything. None of them have any good runes in them. You could put good runes in them. You could try like doing elemental storm mages and frost mages or whatever to try and increase your DPS, or brutes. You could probably get like some extra DPS on top of it, but I really want the build to only be supporting fire. So my minions are just there for muster. And the only time I use pounce is on bosses just to get marks up. As you can see, very safe and tanky build. AK energy shield with CI. And I'm playing armor ES, by the way, so I do have some PDR. I'm also a tactician, so I've got some bonuses from my ascendancy for armor. It would probably be tankier if you're pure ES, but this is already just like insanely tanky. And as you can see, the clear is just so safe, because like if you're literally just dropping your flares on the edge of the screen like this, look how far away you're clearing. Right, like this is one of the safest. Like if you wanted to be safe, like I have melee brain, so I'm like always running into stuff. But like you could literally just be doing this, and like look how far away you're clearing. Like look at that, it's crazy. And that's not even like as big as, that's with minimal investment into AoE. You could get it like super far off screen if you wanted to, but clearly you don't need that. Oh, I might have just killed myself. I got myself stunned right when I was trying to cast. There we go. One thing you gotta be careful of is getting stunned when you're casting death from above, because there is like about a 0.5 to 0.75 second cast time, and if you get stunned during it, it puts it on cooldown, and without it, you do no damage, so. But as long as you have it down when the breach is spawning, that won't happen. I leveled as this build the entire way, so I got the ascendancy passive at level 17. I just rushed for it. I've been leveling with it the entire way. It was super tanky in the campaign because I'm stat stacking. I think at like level 40 I had 4,000 life. So like you have so much strength during the campaign when you're playing this build that you're pretty like I did not die until level 92, and I died because I just started being brain off. And to be honest, I did not die because I was like focused or anything. Like this build was just so tanky. I literally had like 4,000 life at level like 450 or something. And then whenever you eventually swap that over to energy shield, like, you know, we're talking about energy shield and clearing from so far away. The boss DPS is obviously going to be the worst part of it, but I have gotten it to where I can kill like Uber's Jet in like 30 seconds, so it's not too bad. We'll see how much life this guy has. It really depends. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, I might die here. So not the best boss DPS. You would have to probably work in Infernal Legion to get... I mean, this guy had a lot of life, though. He's got over 10 million health for a map boss. Most map bosses have like 2 to 3 million. He has a 12 million map boss. More life than Jet does. So yeah, single target's not the best, but I've gotten it really high. We have it over 300,000. I think most people I saw on Reddit were averaging like 100 to 150,000 on it. So most people who were playing this were like doing a version where you just basically went straight up here and just did minion stuff. But when I first started leveling with it, that it scaled off of your strength, and your base strength actually scales it a lot. Like, it matters a lot. So I was just like, let's just try stat stacking. I had saw on one of the Reddit posts that a guy in the comments said he was doing stat stacking and he liked it, and then so I just leaned super into strength then. So using minions, or I mean, you need minions for muster. The minions don't do anything. They're literally 0 DPS, but you get 7% more damage per active minion. Like, you could choose to not use this, but there's no replacement for muster when you have this many individual minions out. Like, it's more damage, you know? It's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat that. I don't have my final ascendancy points, by the way. That's one of the downsides with Tactician. It's like the last points are like 15% more armor and then more presence area effect. I need to go get it, but just shows you how good the build is that I haven't even cared about getting the last points. I don't like Canyon. All my fun maps I've probably done by now, because I've been trying to build this guy's temple out. Do you have a POB for this? Yeah, exclamation point build will link to the Mobalytics for it, and then the Mobalytics will have a PoE ninja. Let's do Savannah. Let's see how scary this one is. Oh, apparently I've done this map before, so my tablets won't work. Did you see what I wrote about Lord Loop? No, I was rambling. Maps like Savannah are fun. So, like, one of the annoying things about this skill is line of sight. So, like, one of the maps, like, I think it's, like, Ornate Chambers or whatever. One of them that, like, has all the, like, the hallways and stuff. Like, those suck for this build because, like, line of sight really is annoying. And it's got, like, a fairly long cooldown. Any way to decrease the 2 minions to 1 and slot in another support gem? What do you mean? Talking about what for the warriors? The warriors are free. You get 2 for free. The warriors come for free. That's why you use the rattling scepter, because it gives you the free warriors. Oh, I just got interrupted during the death from above, so that's the moments where you have to be paying attention. Just to not get yourself interrupted when you're about to cast, but it gets pretty brain off, as you can tell. But you use the rattling scepter so you can get the skeletal warriors. It's just easy. It's free muster, you know. They don't cost anything. Nope, you want as many minions as possible. If I had extra skill gem slots, I would get more minions in. Every minion, like, they're not doing anything. They're literally 0 DPS, like, stat bots. but they just scale the, like, you're very limited, unfortunately, in how you can scale supporting fire. Very limited. And muster very quickly just becomes very good damage. But, like, literally in all of them, there's, like, minion mastery and last gasp, but, like, a Mamu's Tithe, but they're not actually doing anything. I tried to make Artillery Ballista the only star of this show. Not using brutes and stuff to try and increase the DPS or any, like, Infernal Legion weapon swaps. And the only reason I'm using Pounce is because it puts up marks, so it gets me Mark for Death, which is not really needed anymore, but it gets me Shock with Charge Mark, and then it puts a debuff on it, Predator's Mark. Mark targets take 1% increased damage for each enemy within 6 meters of it. So it's just, and then it does that, or that's the quality version, but the baseline is 3% increased damage for each enemy within 6 meters of it. Up to 45%, so just because we have minions out, it's just extra damage. It's not super important for the rotation. Oh, got lag there. I like to open with Pounce, and then I swap out of the Shapeshift with Weapon Swap. That way I get my minions out before I cast Supporting Fire, because you can cast Supporting Fire from Shapeshifts. You don't want to cast Supporting Fire from your Shapeshift, because you won't have your minion skills from this, and all your minions out from Muster. I don't know if it snapshots. I assume it does, though. I'm not good at testing that stuff. My brain's not good enough. Welcome to the Thorns Bear Warrior Titan. There's still a Thorns Mythicatava that I've been playing. He's like level 82. I don't know, I'm Thornsed out, man. I've played Thorns too much. It needs changes. I'll finish it at some point, but there's just so much fun new stuff this patch that I'm having fun with. Like, I've played so many new builds so far, it's awesome. And like, I still haven't even done the new Sorceress. I want to do the new Sorceress so bad. Disciple of whatever, Vasharda. Let's find a cleanse map. Ooh, a spring, a cleanse spring. Ooh, that's a Daedra map. That'll be fun. Sure. Let's do a cleanse spring. I'll finish a Thorns character at some point this league, but maybe I'll do one on like solo self-found or hardcore. But GGG has not listened to my Thorns cries. All of the changes I wanted didn't happen yet. Haven't happened yet. It's still a meme build in my head. Needs more love.
Ready the artillery.
No, I just freaking temp changed myself. Dudley's undoing. Trying to kite him out of. Yeah! Yeah! That's what I was trying to do it for. So if you don't know, these Amanamu dudes, they put like this black fog down. And the theory is, I think I learned it from Miso, and he said he learned it from Alcohol. The theory is when they're in that cloud, it messes with their rarity or their effectiveness or something. And if you kite them out of the cloud, they will have a better loot table. So when you see those black mist of Mamanamu Abyss guys, you want to try and kite them out of it, because when they're in it, they'll drop Omens of Lieges. You'll notice they'll almost always drop Omen of Lieges inside of it, but when you kite them out, they have a higher rarity table for some reason. And this build is really good at kiting them out of it, so I love doing Abyss with this build. I love doing Abyss Breach because Breach gets you lots of bases. I love picking up bases for staffs and wands because they sell so freaking easily and they don't take up much inventory space. And then Abyss just prints money right now. I do an Abyss, a Breach, and an Irradiated. Usually. Oops, did not mean to do that. Though I've been thinking about trying to farm logbooks because it looks like logbooks are going up in price. But I need to see what Rabbit thinks about Expedition first. I heard he was going to try it out. But always pick up staffs and wands. I should pick up all bases because all bases can sell well, but in my experience, staffs and wands just like sell so consistently. So many people are crafting on staffs and wands. Like, even, like, bad rolled ones so well. Oops. Don't get interrupted. I did get interrupted. I didn't listen to myself. There we go. I'll try to click that. It's okay. And yeah, the reason I like doing cleanse maps right now is... Rabbit is saying there's something wrong with fracture orbs. Like, it seems that's clear. Because I don't think it's just not that people aren't farming cleanse maps. Because I farm cleanse maps like crazy right now. I've done like maybe 50 cleanse maps the last day. And I've gotten 2 fractures. And before, you were getting like... It felt like maybe a fracture a map. So it definitely feels like fractures are nerfed. That's why they sell for so much right now, so I'm trying to capitalize. Like, the Rabbit's predicting a patch that's going to fix the drop rate of fractures soon. Hey, what's up? What's up, Evil Sir? How's this build? Seems fun. So I am someone who's not good at hardcore. I am very brain off when I play. And I made it all the way to level 92 without dying. And like it wasn't like I was trying to avoid dying. This build is just it's because you're stacking from the start, you have so much life, and then whenever you swap that to ES, you have so much ES. It was just like, and clearly the range is just so insane. Like, I did not get my first death until 92. And all my deaths have been skill issue, and you would probably be tankier in endgame if you went pure ES. I'm forcing Barkskin. Because I've never played Armor ES, so I wanted to learn it. I imagine if you just went pure ES, it would be better defensively. Hey! I think perfect Exiles are cheap now, though. Kite them out of the cloud. Hey, you see what happens? You kite them out of the cloud, and you get tinks. Abyss just prints money. Where can I watch the podcast with Ziggy? It's on Miso Shiro's channel. I'll be hosting it whenever it's live. I'll probably be streaming until it's in 2 hours. But it'll be on Miso's channel. He'll be live on YouTube and Twitch, and then eventually on a VOD on YouTube. I'm glad you like it, Lost Gem. And yeah, I saw versions of it on Reddit. I think Ostrix did a version of it, but all the versions I was seeing were doing like very minion hybrid. Like, it scales off minion stuff, right? So it just makes sense. It's a minion. So it makes sense you're getting minion stuff. But everyone was mainly doing like, they were literally just booking it straight up here. Not everyone. I know there are people that they're stat stacking it, but yeah. I've gotten it to over 300,000, which is pretty awesome. Why'd you go immune there for a second? That was weird. So about 300,000 DPS base, but like with shock up, I have shock from the mark. That increases it, and we get some increased damage sources from the minions being close. So it's hitting it for about, I think, 500,000 a tick, so it does 6 volleys. So, you know, a little over 2 million damage per volley, depending on how tanky they are, the modifiers they have and stuff. Is Warrior a dead class because of Mace? I don't think Warriors are dead class. Warrior's awesome. Smith of Katava is insanely overpowered. Her defenses, I wouldn't say insanely overpowered, let me rephrase that. But Smith of Katava is great. I know a lot of people that play Smith. I love Smith on my Thorns character. Titan, so many people play Titan still. I wouldn't say Warrior's dead at all. I would not say it is dead myself. That was a profitable map. Yeah, I like doing, we should go do, so I need to get my ascendancy points. I still haven't gotten the ascendancy point. My last points. It would either go up here, which I don't know if this would even benefit, like, I don't know, how, like, right now I'm over 60% over 50% PDR, but, like, I just don't know. I just don't know, like, you know, if this would be good or not for the build. I'm guessing no. I would have to test it to see how it feels. So I assume I'm just taking the presence area effect and the evasion rating, but I should just go do the ascendancy points anyway. But let me go do my temple. I haven't actually done a temple run in a minute. I want to see. I forgot where. I'm trying to actually set up a snake on this character because I'm gonna be playing in the alcohol private league coming up, and I want to like get. Or like practice for how to set up the temple for that. Okay. I don't use any planners. Don't hate me. I still need to keep killing Architect. I got greedy. I was thinking if I should go kill Adziri because I just want to get her for her loot, but I need to keep farming Architect. What I understand from the Milky's video is you farm Architect until you get 6 out of 6 medallions, so I should just keep killing him. Yeah. I still don't really know what I'm doing though. The Smith, oh, Smith is that one, that one. Fuck commanders. I love the temple changes, by the way. Like, I am like over all of the like the downsides of temple. Like the only thing that's ruined temple for me this league is the fact that it's not account wide. The fact that I have to rebuild it on every character. Which is why, like, I feel like I'm just gonna commit to this character until the private league, so I can like learn temple, because I might play a new build for. I'm just gonna like whatever my next new build is gonna be. I'm gonna play it during that private league. Maybe it'll be a Vershada build or something. Maybe I'll do Thorns or something. I don't know, but. I don't really want to do Thorns for it. But yeah, I want to get practice. Yeah, I signed up. Yep. I signed up. We're talking about it on the podcast today. I reached out to both Alcohol and Try to make sure I talked about whatever they wanted to talk about. And then I'm sure Rabbit's going to talk about it plenty because he's involved with it. But yeah, we're talking about it on the pod today. Yeah, Try. I'll actually need to get that to Miso, but Try sent me. No, it was Alcohol. One of them sent me. Yeah, I got. Yeah. Try sent me the image for the name of it. With the name of it. If that's the image you're talking about, the graphic with the name of the event. Yeah. I just posted it to Miso. Yeah, it looks sick. And yeah, this is also a really fun tempo build because you just kind of like drop it down and then you watch everything die in the room. And what's cool about this skill is, by the way, so when I was leveling with it, I was leveling with Astramentus, which it was giving me like 110 to like the 3 stats. It scales its area of effect off of your dexterity. So in the campaign, because I was like super stat stacking, I wasn't just using Astramentus, but I had a time lost here that was getting me like a bunch more increased strength and dex. So my area was actually like a screen and a half off, but like even with like, I only have 80 dex right now and it still clears like such a massive area. Yeah, it looks sick. Guitar, it looks sick. Yeah, I'm hyped for it. I'm not one of the people who's dooming over the economy. Like, I'm fine. Like, I feel I'm having the most fun I've had ever playing this game. I've made more divines this league than I've ever as like I call myself a mid-tier player. Like, this is, like, I am having so much fun. I can afford builds I've never been able to afford before. So I'm not really, like, feeling the negativity of, like, the economy right now. For whatever reason. I feel rich as fuck. Maybe I just because I've gotten better at making currency or something, but... I like fresh starts, and I like you know, new economies for practice and stuff, so... That's what I'm most hyped about. Like, it seems like hopefully we get it really popular. Because it'll be fun to, like, I don't know, I've always just liked the fresh start type stuff. But yeah, this is my most profitable league I've ever had. Like, it just feels like no matter what content you do, you make money. As long as it's not Expedition, I'm making money. I don't make money in Temple, though. I've never gotten it set up, though. I want to get a snake, though, man. The snakes look so much fun. Is snake an exploit? Nope. Snake's definitely not an exploit. I don't know if GGG intended for rooms to chain as long as they did in their initial design. I'm gonna guess they did. I don't know if they expected players to min-max it as much as they did, but I would absolutely not assume Snake is an exploit. And I think when they realize how players are playing with it, they're gonna, like, make that how you should play with it. They just need to tone it down. Like, the effectiveness and rarity and stuff shouldn't scale that high, obviously. But the idea, like, if you're 2 months into the league and you've been building your Snake, your Temple all league, it should absolutely print currency, in my opinion. I think it's a really fucking cool mechanic. I don't know. Oh my god, he's getting clobbered. He died in a single volley there. Alright, give me him. Aw. I don't care about reroll.
I have done it. We now have full access. Use Shibukado's console to move from there.
Alright. Well, depending on what distables, we might get a series soon. I mean, a lot of people think Warrior's bad, but that's because, in general, like, Melee's just harder than, like, most, like, it's just, Melee's harder. And maces are slow, like, they're, I understand why the average casual thinks it's bad, but Smith and Titan are awesome, I don't know. And Warbringer's, like, really cool for whatever builds Warbringer does. We just need, like, swords and axes, and then no one will complain about, no one will complain about Warrior again. Because a lot of the mace skills, they just don't resonate with those people that don't like it. That's 43% more life. Pass. Sure. We got low cold. Oh no, we got a cold res back up. Might try this. It's really fun. I leveled it as it the entire way. And yeah, I got a lot of minion stuff. I got this. And what's cool is, at least when I was shopping for this, armor minion helmets were really cheap. This is 3 minion skills with a fuckload of armor. And it's also got int and cold res. So 800 armor from my helmet and plus 3 minion skills. Because you can get a corrupted enchant for plus 1 minion skills. And then I used Astramentus until like level 88 or something. And was whenever I found, I was like, okay, I'm swapping to ES. You know, I didn't feel like I needed to swap off of strength necessarily, but ES was just definitely going to be so much tankier. ES armor, and I wanted to test it anyway. So I got this. This is plus 3 minion skills. It's got % increased strength on it, so it kind of makes up from the loss from Astramentus. And then it's just got a lot of defensive stuff on it. Scepters can go up to plus 4 minion skills. I don't know if they can go up to 5 anymore. Let me check. Can you still get 5 minion skills on something? You can. So I'm actually missing a minion skill. Ooh, boys, we got a new thing to splurge on. Okay, so my next goal then. So we are farming currency to get that final minion level. So we want a plus 5 minion skill scepter. I'm gonna want probably, what is my leftover? It's like 163 spirit. And then it doesn't have to have 2 sockets. So we need a little bit over 100 divine. I don't really care about any of the other stats. If it had int on it or strength, that would be cool. 200 divine for that. That's not that unrealistic. I know that sounds crazy, but with the inflation right now, like, you get a single Rockiata's flow, you're halfway there. Look at what happened to Rockiata's the last few days. Like, I know everyone's like, the lineage support gems are out of control, but they're easy to farm. They're easy to farm. Look at Rockiata's. This was like 20-something divine the other day. It's 76 now. Look at Gahunkins or whatever. Garukons, 92. It's doubled since when I got mine. I sold that one too for like 50 divine. Now it's up to 93. But you can just go farm them. You just Visions of Paradise of the places and you're halfway there. So I know like all these prices seem really crazy. And they kind of are. Because like it is luck to get those, but yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, like there's definitely. I'm not saying it's a non-issue. It's definitely an issue for casual players too. Just for me as someone who's a mid-tier player, I feel fine. But it's definitely like, look at perfect exalts as an example. I just got a perfect I got 2 perfect exalts. Those were normally hype as fuck. Look at perfect exalts now. Like it's their 40 exalts now. These were like 1,300 exalts, but because Temple is farming so many perfect exalts, so many of them, it just completely deflated them now. So whenever you get one in maps, it's just like, oh great, this was formerly 3 divine, and now I'm getting 40 exalts. So there's a lot of bads to it. I'm not trying to say there's no problem, there's no downsides. I'm on Rabbit's side with this is like we should, yeah. This is bad, but I feel good. But it's also because I've just learned how to start crafting bases too. Like all the blue ones. Look at this wand I sold yesterday. I sold 2 staffs. Like, look at all the blue stuff is stuff I've been crafting off of like caster bases. Just like. I just collect staffs. You slam them with perfect transmutes. Most of the time you don't even follow up with the AUG because the first thing that goes down isn't worth checking. Like that might sell. Probably won't sell because it's only +5 cold skills. But we slam those 3 and maybe one of them hits. 205 spell damage plus 5 spell skills. Probably not. Great. Yeah, it's 200 exalts though for that. Gain cold damage, crit damage bonus. Crap. And that's crap. So just of all those, that was 200 exalts though. Listed for 150. That's something I was never doing before, so that just helps with my currency influx.
Someone is bound to buy.
Obviously, crafting off of bases like this isn't new, it's just not something I've done. You get the Whirling Assault build running. Damn, it's fun. Great for clearing. Yeah, Whirling Assault is... Like, I want to use it as the example going forward of how GGG can save bad skills. And all it took was a single patch. Whirling Assault went from, like, very unplayable, like, only, like you were very rarely using it for very niche things, and it wasn't great, to one of the most fun and meta skills we've got. I think that's what GGG should be focusing on a lot more, is, like, just finding these unused skills and figuring out how to Whirling Assault them. Oh, I got interrupted. I didn't even see. Gotta be careful with the interrupts. Yeah, sometimes, because it's like a half-second delay, I sometimes dodge roll early, and like I interrupt it with dodge roll. And you gotta be really careful with line of sight. Because like this thing right here, it will like line of sight stuff sometimes. I almost got stunned right before that went off. That was almost bad. I'll pick up Obliterator Bow. I just don't like picking up bows because they take up so much space. You have to go back to your stash so much. And then you're just like, well, you might as well carry stuff on you, and I hate doing that. I'm in your Thorns build. It's just, I've played Thorns so many damn times. It's just like, it's not new enough for me to want to play it again right now. I got to 82. I'll probably finish it at some point, but I just got bored of it. Sometimes I get greedy with how deep I go. But you could really just be like as safe as you wanted to be. I don't think this is, like, I don't know how hard it is to craft minion gear. So I don't know how solo self-found friendly this is. But I think this would definitely be a hardcore build. Just wouldn't have to be a bosser. Can the supporting pirate cooldown be manipulated? Barely. It is, like, as far as I've seen in all of my testing and from what I've talked with people about, you can only ever have one out. And, like, a minion attack speed doesn't increase it. It just, like, it goes out and it does 6 volleys. And you don't get your cooldown back until all 6 volleys end. So command skill cooldown reduction speeds up its cooldown a bit. But that seems to be like one of the only ways to scale it. And there's like as far as I've seen, there's no way, like, because I was like, oh, I need to be able to get like 2 down at once or something. But as far as I can tell, it is fixed, and it does 6 volleys, and its cooldown ends when those 6 volleys end. So it's just, you're always gonna, like, no matter what, there's a like 1 second window where, like, you have to recast it. There's no way to like get full overlap. Oh boy. Oh, you want me, huh? This build's so safe. But yeah, it is crazy the jump that we've seen in Rockiata's. It was like 22 Divine a couple days ago, man. And it's like, do you start investing into them? Are they going to get higher? Or is this where it's going to plateau? How much of each minion should you have active? I just have one of each. I got 2 of Skeletal Warriors, because it comes with 2 for free. But you only need 1 of each for muster. If you have extra spirit, it should be spent on like getting Blasphemy with Temporal Chains, Despair, getting Bark Skin, and if you have extra spirit, like you maybe get rid of Bark Skin, you stop doing armor stacking, you do pure ES stacking. And you get another minion in, or then you maybe eventually ditch Withering Presence for another minion. But like just getting 1 of any minion as much as you can is every minion is 7% more minions, so or more damage. So can't you use Tornado Shot with a mace and a scepter? I don't think so. It's not a bow skill. As far as I've seen, the only way to manipulate it is through minion cooldown reduction and, oh, I need tablets. I thought I had tablets. And command cooldown reduction. Oh, these are, Rogue Exile tablets. Yeah, I'm talking about for the Tactician skill. This is not a projectile. It is a minion. It only has 2 tags, minion and persistent. You can't scale it with projectile. It's not a projectile. This pouches for marking bosses. It also, yeah, like for putting marks up as well as, it does like its own personal mark that like for each enemy around it, it takes more damage. So, hey, what's up, Mari? Happy New Year. There's no way I'm recommended. Who would recommend me? I'm gross. I was about to do a Abyss map, but I scrolled away from them. Yeah, but nothing, like, all I'm saying is nothing but stuff that, like, impacts the minion is impacting its cooldown. From what I've been told and shown. That, like, if you put other support gems into it to make it go faster, it doesn't make the cooldown come up faster, from what I've been told. Let's see here. What was the support gem you said? Tornado Shot? Is that a support gem? I don't even know what that is. Attacks per second 1.6. Yeah, it's not changing it. Doesn't make it like it does 6 volleys no matter what, and then the cooldown's up. So you have to increase the time between the volleys to make it faster. And nothing does that. Or at least nothing I've tested has done it, or what I've seen from people on Reddit. And Oscrix played with this skill too. And Oscrix is like, he's good, you know? He's good. I don't know how much testing he did. Is Thorns possible with Ignite? Yeah, probably. Thorns can do anything until Waystone 15s. It's just once you start doing harder content, it's like, well, you gotta play just kind of normal Thorns, and then even normal Thorns sucks at some point. It just can't get tanky enough right now to like take slaps. If I missed your question, or if I like didn't understand what you're asking, rephrase it. Sometimes I'm stupid, or just ask again if I missed it. All right, here's where the cleanse. I was wanting to do assembly. I like assembly. All right, let's see if we get any Heart of the Wells, guys. What time is it? I know Rabbit ended his stream because he was having lag problems. That sucks that EU has problems. I've never really, like, it's not something I've ever had a problem with. But that's not a rogue exile. That was just an exile. Did I get stunned? I did. I got too greedy. Sometimes I get too close to enemies to try and get as much area from my, my supporting fire as I can. That's not an abyssal exile. But yeah, I have a full, there's no video guide on my channel yet for this, but the full mobalytics is done. It's got a leveling and the end game setup done with like, if you don't need the video guide, it is fully done. This was the fastest I've ever gotten a character to level 90. And again, I got there without dying. And I'm not a hardcore, like I'm not even trying to get no deaths ever. Hell yeah, Jabuzi. Yeah, like I was literally just saying that exact same thing. It is the fastest, easiest, safest leveling process I've ever done on a character. When you're stat stacking, you're just so tanky. Like, it's kind of like, even though like I've peaked its damage for single target, well, it's probably not peaked. There's probably more I can. I bet you I can get another 100,000 damage if I find ways to min max it more, especially with that extra gem level. I bet that extra gem level helps a lot. But yeah, I'm having enough fun on it that I might just be playing it for the next week, so I can learn the temple for the private league that's coming up. Let me actually post about it in the Discord real quick. Uno momento. The Second Win. I keep forgetting its name. Second Win. The Second Win League. I'm actually pin it in the chat too. We'll be talking about it on the pod. And then let me pin it in both my chats. I'm sure I'm talking about it plenty today. Pin. And then pin it on YouTube. I bet we can get it to over 1,000 players, so it actually should have like some economy. Well, if you've been playing this since League start, Storks, you should have all the gear by now. What do you still need gear for? And my videos usually don't get that many views. I'm not like I don't impact the economy that heavily. I seriously, and there's been other people who have played this, a version of this at least. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not that kind of creator. I don't make that big of waves usually. And sometimes more people playing the build means more people are trying to craft for it, which puts, like, you know, some mid-tier upgrades on the market for cheaper, you know? It's not always bad when you have more people playing a build. It's bad when you have, like, thumb gun levels of people playing the build, but... You don't really need dex, no. Because as you can see, I'm only at 80 dex. And if it was like 1-for-1 like it is with strength, so it scales 1% increased area effect per 3 dex, but it's 1% increased damage per strength. If this was every 1-for-1, it would probably be worth investing into. But like when I had like 400 or 500 dex, it was definitely making it bigger, but it was still only like a screen and a half away clear. It was definitely super nice to have, because by the time you were like, I would get to like this far away and it would still be shooting, right? So it'd be really nice, but getting dex is like, if you add in more dex, it's greedy, in my opinion. You really want to be min-maxing your damage for bossing. Like, unless you literally don't care about bossing at all, but sometimes you get map bosses with 10 million HP, so... I feel like you just need, you need damage. You need damage. So you just get as much strength as possible, which means you have to sacrifice dex. And then you also need a certain amount of intellect. You need enough intellect to where you can use your curses. You need high-level curses. 147 intellect for that. Damn, he got clobbered. That was 2.3 volleys or something. Is that the map? Alright, let's go do my temple. Let's see if we can get that Zeri kill in. I don't know if the path will be open. Hey, what's up, Mitt? How you doing? You're at 660k DPS on your tooltip for this? Then what are you complaining about with me coming in? If you're doing double my DPS, if yours says 660k DPS, you're doing something I'm not, which is crazy. If you're literally doing double my damage, and why are you worried about me impacting your build? This seems far enough along to me. That's crazy. I never know what can connect to stuff. Hey, what's up, Fishy? Sorry, I'm just looking at the planner. I don't think there's anything I can do to get access to all three. So, I think we just kill... What's his butt again? Yeah, because I don't think I'll be able to put anything there yet. Yep. Unless it lets me sacrifice that? No. Oh. Well, maybe there was a way. Maybe not. Alright, we're just gonna go kill Architect again. We're still chasing the 6 medallions. Still chasing the 6 medallions. Still no chain going? I don't have the 6 medallions. Why would you start the chain before you have the medallions? I still have to farm Architect. This shit ain't account-wide crazy. I gotta start a new temple every character. Oh my god, what is this lag? Oh my god. I'm just following the Milky's video. He said farm Architect until 6. I'm farming Architect till 6. Simple man does simple thing. Well, the 60 out of 60 crystals doesn't matter. It's the medallion slots that matter for... You need 6 out... You want the 6 medallion slots. I don't care if I get the 60 out of 60 crystals. I'm never going to save up that many, but... You gotta farm Architect until you can hold as many medallion... The medallion cap, I believe, is 6, so... I'm at 5 of 6. Or 5 of 5. I got 5, right. Yeah, I'm not talking about crystals. I'm talking about medallions. The crystals or whatever. That could stay at 6 for all I care. The rooms that drop medallion can also drop the +6 medallions. I don't even know which rooms drop medallions. I usually just fill the temple up and full clear it. Oh, you're 6 medallion, 6 crystal now? Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I only half-ass watched the video, so... I am by no means a temple understander. I will learn soon, though. I'm playing this character to start learning temple, so... We'll be playing him for a while. I don't even know if it connects this way. It might. Missing a room still. Unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't realize the medallion runes would drop it. Like, I obviously knew they could drop medallions, but I didn't realize they could drop those ones. Is Smithy good? I forget which ones are the ones you want for the Spy Master chain. It's garrisons, Spy Masters, and armories, right? That's the main chain, is Garrison, Spy Master, Armories, and you never do Commanders? Is that right? I think that's right. I don't think I've gotten a Spy Master on this character, though. Holy crap. He just gets melted. He is so easy. But when I watched the Milky video, Crazy Odd, he said that commanders brick your spy masters. Which medallion did I get? I didn't even read it. Was it the reroll? I didn't even see which one it was.
I have done it. We now have full access. Use Shibukado's console to open a path to the royal from there.
The Milky video said something about commanders would brick the spy masters, and then you want to farm architect until he spawns into like one of the ideal spots. But there's like certain spots he 100%. You don't want him here for sure. You don't want him in the corner spots because that causes loops or something. I need to go rewatch the video. I don't know. I just watched the Milky's videos. One that he has 3 points in it. There's a notepad. Let me think. I think I saw Silly Lily posted in the Thorns Discord. Yeah, it's the rules: never loop, avoid squares, commanders brick your spy master chain. That is the 3 rules that Milky's had in his videos to follow. I don't know what that actually means, but it just says it bricks it, so. Wait, Storks, how do you have 600k DPS on this thing, though? Because I'm peeking out at frickin' 326k. And this is a giga budget. Rip. I don't think that sells. Needs to be all skills. If it's a 4. Well, lightning skills with gain lightning might sell. Nope. It's just because it's a +4. Too low. That's a scary one. How many minion types? I am currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I'm getting wolves from Pounce. I don't think it gives me skill wolf baseline. I could get more shapeshifts, or not shapeshifts. I could get more minions if I drop Bark Skin and Withering Presence, but they are also giving me. This is only increased damage, so this would not probably be more than the muster. But I am running Withering Presence and Bark Skin. These could be dropped to add 2 more minions. But that would only give me 14% more damage. That wouldn't, that wouldn't double my DPS. All specters count as 1 from memory. I didn't know that. Let me check. Let me check. So we are at 307,000 right now. Okay, I'll just get this snapshot right. 263 remove 1. I think you might be right. Good call then. So let's just see if the last one keeps 1 then. It does. Okay, so glad I found that out before we made the video, because it's easy to just update the Moblix. So these 2 gotta go then. So we're actually gonna get more damage now by adding in some minions. I don't know what gems I have access to right now. I don't have much spirit. We need to get 2 minions with 42. I don't know if we have that option. Let's say occult. So we can try. So the problem is right now to squeeze in 2 minions because we're running gigantic following. It makes our mission restoration higher. So we might not be able to get 2 more in. We might be limited to 1 more. Arsons are 39, mages are 39. All 3 mages are 39, brutes are 48, so we're definitely not doing one of those. Alright, let's try the arsonist for now first. Okay, so I think we drop upwelling 1 for sure. We probably have to drop both, actually. Because that's not enough. Or at least one of them. So get another minion. A little bit. Which one did I do? I did arsonist. I don't know why I did arsonist. I should have did freeze and cold or lightning. So yeah, I did lose a little bit of damage from not having upwelling. How much spirit do I have left over? So 9. So if I wanted to get in a 3rd minion, I would have to ditch. It wouldn't even just be Barkskin or Withering Presence, because Withering Presence only, because Withering Presence and Barkskin are cheap because I'm a Tactician because of the Spirit Reservation. So I think the only way I'm getting in more minions, let's see here. Is Wolfpack 30? So could I fit it if I ditched Barkskin? And no, I can't. So I think this is my cap for minions. Without like... Yeah. This is my cap for minions. And because I lost both upwellings, it wasn't even that massive of a DPS increase, you know? You think Steam Machine will be able to handle the PoE too? I have no idea, bro. Alright, there's the minion reservation node at the top. Let me see what that does. I don't think it's going to help enough, though. I remember when I tested it earlier, it gave me so little spirit back. Because I don't have that many reserved, you know? It did give me 37 more spirit. Okay. So would I drop Withering Presence first? It's pretty shit. It's like kind of filler. And then I can fit in the last mage, right? I have Arsonist, Frost Mage, so I'd Lightning Mage. Oops, wrong form. Okay, so that got my tooltip to over 300,000 without using Kurgle's Leech. Which Kurgle's Leech is up always. It's like it's up always. The first time you cast, it's up and it's permanently up. So with Kurgle's Leech, I'm at 363,000 tooltip. So that's a lot better. I think we just got it like 40,000 more on the tooltip when you take into account like scaling and stuff. That's pretty decent with like the shock and stuff. But I still don't know how he's at. Oh, adorned. Motherfucker, how are you dude, okay. This Storks guy comes into the chat and he opens with Sigh, you're playing my build, now my gear's gonna be more expensive, when he's doing a 600k DPS adorned setup. How do you not have enough currency? What do you mean I'm a casual, I'm not wealthy? Adorned is smart. Adorned is smart. So what are you doing? Percent increased strength and minion damage on all of them? Or are you doing some with max energy shield? The Adorned is really smart for this setup. I like that a lot. I bet you get a fuckload of damage from Adorned. Yeah. No, I get it, Storks. No, I want to do the same with this build. I really thought I was reaching the peak of the damage, and if you're actually at 600k on your tooltip, that's fucking awesome. That just shows me how much more work I need to put into the build. And I was wanting to already, like, build my temple out on it, grind it for another week. So... You just gave me a lot of motivation. Adorned is awesome. I like the idea of, like, trying to farm my own Adorned, because Trial Master is kind of fun. Actually, I heard Trial Master sucks with this build. I heard he's bugged like Jamin Ra, but I haven't tested yet. But yeah, Adorned is super smart. Adorned is super smart. How much div did I spent on this build? Probably 100. I want to say 100. Well, I had the Ulna Tolls. I don't know what Ulna Tolls is even at right now, so that's just something I took from my Witch Hunter. I didn't buy that, so I have no idea what Ulna is. It's probably 100 div, 80 div, yeah, so it's pretty expensive now. So that would put, like, if I had bought this would be 180. But what I bought for this build, I bought Delia's this morning. This was 24 divine this morning. Kurgle's Leech was cheap as fuck. This is like 2 Exalted Orbs. I bought the Trench Chimbe with 3 sockets for 20 divine, I think. The Amulet, I think I actually got this reasonably cheap. I think this was a 6 divine amulet. The helmet was 6 divine. I got this really cheap. I was shocked how cheap I got this helmet. The scepter was probably 15-ish divine. Everything else was dirt cheap. Of the jewels, all the jewels were maybe 1 divine each. This Megalomaniac with Titanic, I think, was 6 divine. Wild Source Incantation is dirt cheap. I think this was cheap. Is Verana cheap? I think it was only like a few divine, maybe. 5 divine? Okay, so 5 divine right now. So yeah, I think Crazy is right with his estimation. Maybe 150 divine. You got the entire temple laid out with Holton? No, I have not done any Holton setup at all. I've done no temple. All of my currency is from mapping and selling bases. I just map. I've mostly farm. I've got a bunch of citadels up, so we're gonna do like some arbiter runs eventually with this build. But I mainly farm mini citadels. I just like go around the map. I do cleansed areas. Abyss gets you so much currency. Breach gets you so much currency, and then all of these mini citadels, the Jade Isles specifically, and the Temporal Sandstorms, their lineage support gems. They sell for almost 100 divine now. And with Visions of Paradise, you can do those maps twice. And I believe... So RNG though, but it's 1 in 3 chance from my understanding. So with Visions of Paradise, and they're not that RNG to farm. Jade Isles always spawns around water, and if you Grand Project hop, which is why I have Grand Projects in my inventory, you find them really fast. Like, if I was to search on my thing right now for all of the Jade Isles and Temporal Sandstorms I've done, it's probably over 30 to 40. And if you account that I'm Visions of Paradising all of them, which lets me do them twice, you know. Obviously, it's not a casual farm. You know, if you play an hour a night, you're not going to make currency doing this. But you also just print currency this league, in my opinion. You make so much money just playing. All right, sorry, we just spent a lot of time optimizing. Storks, I'm going to end up giving you a shout out in the guide at some point, because not at some point. Let me go ahead and update the Mobalytics though, so I have your name in it. I gave the shout out to the guy on Reddit already. No, I have not yet. I have not actually given him a shout out yet. Oh, yes, I did. I did link to his Reddit post. And then I'm just gonna shout out to Storks for the Adorned setup. motivation. Push. Okay. Yeah, this became a build that I was already wanting to grind for the next week, but now I've got reason to put another 150 to 200 divine into it. And I might actually farm my own Adorned at some point too, just for the fun of it. Because that'll be hype on to just do. Did you try the Temporalis? I would assume Temporalis doesn't work with this, just based off all the other cooldown testing we've done. Because, yeah, I don't think Temporalis would work. Did you find another lock? No, I have not found another Hinakora's lock, no. I have not had anything big like that. All of my current... We're about to start mapping, guys. I know I'm in Rambo mode right now. A lot of my currency I make this league is just from, like, selling stuff, man. I just get drops. Or, I just, you know... I craft, sell tablets, like, we just get a lot of raw drops too, like, Abyss stuff just sells so well. Look at Breach Track Fragments. Breach Splinters sell so well. Divine is for 91 of these. That's crazy. You can get 91 in a single map. Is there a way to make it never change realms? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Like server? Oh, I heard EU servers are just struggling right now, your mad dish. Like, Rabbit apparently quit his stream today because of the lag. I don't know if there's anything you can do to, like, get off the EU servers as far as I'm aware. But I don't know, bro. I'm guessing oops, I didn't mean to go in there. I'm guessing because it's the holidays and there's just so many people off. Their servers are slammed, but what should I focus on for this build? Strength. Start with getting your strength as high as you can. That's step one, and then minion skills. You want to get your gem level as high as possible. I am missing 1 gem level still from Blight Crack. Or not this, Blight Crack, but from my Scepter. I can get 1 more gem level from this. Which would be a probably big DPS increase. That's another big buy I need. So I need 100 plus divine for that purchase too. Still so much more optimizing to do. This is a lot of good motivation. I am glad Storks came in with that Adorn comment. Because, like, it makes complete sense to do Adorn with this. Like, I've already got so many blue jewels. And then I'd probably be happy dropping, like, the Megalomaniac and, like, maybe even the From Nothing, like, to get more blue jewels in. But that just makes so much sense. You'd get so much more strength and damage. Or, like at first I was like, there's no, like, in the back of my head, I was like, there's no way Storks has 600,000 damage. What is he doing to double my damage? And it's like, oh, yeah, Adorned. Yeah, that makes complete sense. I'm all in on it now. Sounds super fun. Alright, we already checked that one. Okay. What time is it? We have an hour until the podcast. Sweet. I'm so hyped to have Ziggy on. There was a Jade Isle someplace. I could carve its path to that, but I do like doing cleansed areas. I have a feeling cleansed areas are getting... This might be a hard map with the 42% monster life on the boss, but cleansed areas are probably getting buffed soon. There's no way fracturing orbs stay this rare. I don't know if it's going to happen in 041, but I'm trying to farm fractures now while they sell for like 5 divine. They're 5 divine this morning. They might be more now. Nah, I don't want a rarity bot. Thanks, though. Ooh, what was that? Off-screen tank fracture! That's what I'm talking about, boys! That's what I'm talking about. This is why we do the cleanse maps. This is why we do the cleanse maps. That is a fat tank. Ooh. I got interrupted during my cast there, so we don't have the volley. There we go. Volley back. That's not a Lichborn. Oh, Lichborn! Lichborn! This map is huge! Yeah! This map is huge! Uh-oh, am I dead? Nope. Almost got too greedy with that roll in. Oh, I got interrupted during that. Sometimes I get too greedy with my supporting fire. You should just cast it safely versus some of this mobs. Don't need to get max AoE distance and be that greedy. You'll find yourself getting interrupted. Have I thought about Mori or Invictus? I have not. What would I use it for? Besides it being Moriors? Like, are you talking about for like more spirit? I don't know if I'd need more spirit. Can Warriors have more spirit? I forget what the rolls are on it. I have not thought about Warriors. I don't know if it would be better than a rare chest. I'm getting a lot of armor ES from this. I've got double res on it. I've got a good amount of strength. Warriors can roll all attributes, right? And you can get a 4-link. Or 6-link. Right? You can get a 6-link Warriors. I have not thought about Warriors. It just depends. I need to stream more. I make money when I'm streaming. Need to go see how much that fracture sells for. I think Hard the Wells sell for like 2 to 3 divine unidentified, but we're gonna identify it, of course. Oh, they're getting line of sighted. Yeah, sometimes this is one of those maps where it's really bad for this skill because like little hills will like line of sight the mobs from it. The volley will look like it's hitting them, but it's technically line of sighted from the flare. I have a Mobalytics and a PoE Ninja. If you type !ninja, like Crazy got it for that one, and then if you type !build, it'll link towards the Mobalytics. The Mobalytics is currently out of date, though. I was Spectre stacking, and I didn't realize that Spectres did not count multiple times, despite being different Spectres. Or just all Spectres are like 1 for muster, so that has to be updated. Ew. I hate going into depths. Don't judge me. Whatever, there could be an Omen of Light. We'll go. We'll go. Fractures 4.9 div, I just checked for you. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Cleansed maps. Now, I'm not saying it's going to instantly get you one. They are super rare right now. That's why they sell for so much. But when they drop, they are worth it, and they only drop in cleanse maps. Halfway to 95 already, nice. I am zooming on this character. We haven't started farming Temple yet. And Temple seems like that's crazy XP per hour.
Take cover.
Omen of Abyssal Echoes. Is that the reroll one, right? Yeah, so we're gonna use that one on the Heart of the Well. Because you can reroll the first and last roll. Based off of what I learned in the Miso video, you want to reroll the first and last roll of Heart of the Wells, because that's the rolls that you can get the gain damage rolls. And that's where most of the money is. And of course, you don't have to reroll them. They're like only 100 Exiles, if I recall, so they're not like super expensive, not even a div. They're kind of a fake tink right now. Hey, we got 2. Alright, well, it was worth coming in here because we might use both of these on this Heart of the Well. Alright, let's go do the boss. Ooh, we can use this Orb of Chance on this Headhunter. Here we go, boys. We've had great luck today. Here's some even better luck. Fuck. Not that lucky. No, they ain't lucky. Where are my minions?
I'm gonna get ya. Done it now.
Bro, aren't you supposed to be phasing? You see him take an extra swing at me? He shrunk and then decided to swing. Dude's rude. Alright, let's go open up this Heart of the Well. Gotcha, yeah, that makes sense. Build the MOBA. We'll do that. Alright, guys, let's go open this Heart of the Well. YOLO. What do Heart of the Wells sell for? Baseline. Unidentified. I didn't ID it. Long load screen. So an unidentified Heart of the Well is selling for 2.4 divines. So I could just sell this for 2.5 divine right now, but we're going to craft it and then we're going to sell it for 100 exalt. How's that sound? Okay. So we are going to use both if we need both. We got 2, so we might as well use 2. Alright. Well, that is not what we want. I mean, 60% increased energy shield from body armor is not bad, but you want the gain damage roll. So we're going to reroll. We're going to reroll. Ooh, cold's good too. Cold is really good too. Cold is one of the best ones to get. So that is a dub right there. We take that. We take that. Alright, reveal. Spell crit. That's a low roll, but whatever. Oh, I forgot to. I forgot to turn off the reroll thing. That's my fault. I left the reroll thing on for all the rolls. You're supposed to turn it off for the second and the third. And I thought I was. Yeah, my brain just completely shut off, so I don't have the reroll for the last one. So it could be like a crit Chronomancer, like a freeze recoup Chronomancer with the rolls we have. With recoup. Because attack speed with like would be fine for like some builds, but not for the spell crit builds. I don't know which one was better, and I'm not going to check the market. We're just going to go recoup speed. Maybe a Chronomancer will want this. Let's check what 13% gain cold is. 2 divine just for that. With crit damage bonus, 2 divine. Spell crit bonus, 3 divine. Recoup effects, 10 divine. What about just gain damage with recoup effects? 3 divine. We'll see if we can get like 5 divine for it. What do you mean by that, Jason? I don't understand the question, sorry. We'll see if we can get 5 div for it right now. Maybe not, but... Look at this. Fracturing orbs. Almost 5 divine. Well. I don't care about it being efficient. I want some exalts. I'm out of exalts. Okay. I have 45 minutes, so probably about 30 minutes before I host Miso. Sorry, I gotta respond to me, so... Sorry, I had to respond to me. So we got the podcast with Ziggy D in 45 minutes. Let's keep playing though. Okay, do I want to do another cleanse map? Sure, why not? I don't know if I want to do Deli right now. I didn't read these mods. Yeah, I'm getting creamed on right now. Ooh! Another Heart of the Well! I need to stream more often, you guys. I need to try and get them out of the fog. You see how this one dropped an Omen of Leech so he died in the fog. You gotta get him out of the fog. Oh wait, this guy died with an Omen of Leech too. Maybe it's just reduced chances at Omen of Leeches. Oh nice, I got that up there, look at that. Oops. Abyss behind, don't want to skip it. Never know what one of these will give you. Well, we got another diamond we can identify. That's some miso RNG right there. Back-to-back Heart of the Wells. Know how many Heart of the Well maps I've done without getting any, and 2 in a row on stream. Uh-oh. Don't get myself stunned. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Yep. Woo! Shock is what catches me off guard. All of my deaths has been to the exact thing. I get shocked, stunned, and then I can't get out of it, so I might need to change that in my build. Or just, you know, I get too greedy. I'm, like, always dodge rolling in to get, like, if this is an enemy here at the map device, instead of just doing this, the safest possible thing, I'm trying to get close, so I'm killing as many enemies as possible. It's just peak greed. It's just peak greed. We should get more Abyssal Echoes. And don't fuck it up this time. This is the reroll? I forget what it's called. Yeah. Alright, let's go identify another Heart of the Well. Let's go get another Heart of the Well. Or identify it. Okay. Turn on the reroll. Yeah, we don't want either of those. Come on, give us gain damage. Fire is one of the worst ones to get. It might be the worst one to get. I don't know what's worse, fire or chaos. Probably fire. Now, you could take the 15% of lucky hit lightning damage as lucky hits. And then pray you get the lightning damage mod on the last one. But that seems like a giga gamba. YOLO. That's probably stupid. YOLO. Alright. This is actually almost really insane for a lightning Heart of... I mean, I don't know. I might be talking out my ass. I don't actually know the price of Heart of Well, but I'm guessing a lightning skill is going to do great with gain lightning damage, you know, lucky hits, and then all this crit stuff. Alright. Gain damage as lightning. There's fire. Not ideal. We're going to re-roll it. We're going to be greedy and we're going to re-roll it. Such is life. Such is life, boys. Such is life. I don't know what you even take of these ones here. So, that will maybe sell for a divine. But I doubt. That one's pretty bricked. We got greedy, but sometimes the greed pays off. Always gotta take the swings, man. You always. Okay. I wanted to get my ascendancy on stream today, but we might have to do that after, like, the podcast, so I might stream later tonight. But I don't think I have time for a second must run.
It's your hail. I'll do what I can to sell.
I don't think I have time for a second must run. Sure, let's do a Spider Woods. Let's not die on this one, though. Stop being so greedy. We need to make divines for our Adorned. Maybe that's what I should be doing tonight, is ultimatum farm.
Ready the artillery.
Self-farm our own 150% Adorned. Uh-oh, I'm in a danger spot. These are some dense-ass abysses. Spawning all the monsters. Just could not care less about Exalted Orbs at this point. I gotta click 300 times for a Divine. I'm good. We could really use another fracturing right now. Like, if I could get a fracturing, that'd be sick.
Ready the artillery.
Damn, I want an Adorned. $600k DPS? That guy's a Chad. Stork is full big wiener. Gotta get my Adorn before I make the video, though. Though I doubt it'll drive it up that much. Could maybe try crafting my own rare jewels. Not rare magic. I dodge roll out of that, so I don't have my attack up. I was doing that a lot originally, but I've gotten better at it. It's been a while since I fucked that up. The dodge roll cancel. Alright, Miso is live. Probably can do one more map and then I'll host them. Fix that real quick. Sorry, we're responding to Miso. If you're chilling and waiting for the podcast, you can go ahead and head over to the Miso stream. I'll be hosting them shortly. Ended up being a shorter stream than I wanted. Hey, we've gotten 3 of those so far. Those are about half a divine, right? But yeah, I just had a later start. I wanted to start the stream like 2 or 3 hours sooner. It was doing stuff. See, this is where I talk about where I get greedy. It's like I just dodge rolled past 1,000 mobs just to get like the perfect placement of supporting fire, and that'll just let you get killed in high density maps. At least with my current defensives. Like right here, I'm being crazy with how deep I went in.
Check out what's new.
With 200% spell damage, if it hits a plus skills, that might sell well. Nope. Alrighty, I'm going to send you guys over to Miso so I can prep for the podcast, but we will be live in about 25 minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, head over to Miso's Twitch. It's twitch.tv Miso X Shiru. Where is that dork on here so I can raid him? Is he not live? Because it looks like he's live on Discord. Oh, it doesn't. I guess he wasn't live. I guess Discord was lying to me. He might have just had OBS open. So I guess I'm not hosting him yet. We'll wait till he's live. We'll do another map then. We'll do one more map. And then hopefully he's live by then. Have you tried Choir with this? Would Choir proc if you use Necromantic Talisman, Storks? Alright, let's do a Steaming Praise.
Struggle if you like. Change is nothing.
All in a day's work.
Give me a fracture. Or another Heart of the Well. Doesn't work, Rip. Was worth a try. Lichborn! We got another Heart of the Well! We got another Heart of the Well! Praise me so! Praise me so! All praise to the God me so.
Ready the artillery!
Hell yeah. The normal ones aren't worth too much, but we'll take them for show. There's still another rogue exile on the map. Don't think it's going to be next to an abyss. Well, probably about to be out of abysses. Is this our last abyss? This one maybe. Really good clear. Really good clear. Oh, we do have a Exile by the Abyss. Will we get Lich Reborn? No Lich Reborn on this one. No Lich Reborn on that one. Alright, boost time.
You've got some. Have an order?
All right.
Can I help?
Let's see if we can hit this heart of the well we got.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Well, that was a crazy little 3 heart of the wells. Alright, I got an idea yet. This lag should stop. Thank you. Alright, what do we get? Gain. There we go. That's a big win. This right here, unidentified. This is what Misu was talking about. Certain things are just like Giga Gamba. This is the max roll for the lightning damage. This, like the rest of this unrevealed, sells for 18 divine right now. So I could just sell this without IDing the rest. But we ain't no bitch. Alright, we should have been a bitch. We should have been a bitch. We should have been a bitch. Oh, fuck. Oh, all of these suck ass for... Oh. Like, maybe there's this weird lightning poison build that would benefit from it. I don't know those kind of builds well enough. We should have taken the 15 div. Alright. This reroll can save it. If this reroll hits gain percent of cold damage, gain percent of chaos damage, it'll still probably sell decently. I mean, gain 50% of lightning damage might just sell by itself for like a handful of divine anyway, but... Oof. This is a stinky turd. This is a stinky turd. Sure. What is the gain 15%? So there's a gain, this modifier of gain 15% of extra damage is lightning damage, sells on its own for 2 divine, so we'll get like 2 divine off of it, I bet. That is a stinky turd. That stinks. Should have taken the 15 divine. Miso's still not live.
Like that is just, I don't know. I think it's bad.
That's a lot of Miso. Stop past Miso.
Come check out. Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
Alright, we're about to hit this wand big though. +5 all skills, go. +5 all skills, go. Rip. Rip in Pip. Any minute now, Mace. I don't have time for another map because we should be starting in like 13 minutes, so Miso should be live any second now. I guess I'll start getting ready myself. Alrighty. Getting myself ready for the podcast. I'm actually a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. Ziggy D is a frickin' legend. I'm sure it's gonna go fine. I just gotta make sure I'm not annoying. I gotta make sure I let the man talk as much as he can. So, you know, never know if you're gonna get someone like Ziggy D back. He's a busy guy. Miso is live. Cool. Miso is live. Alright, guys. I'm going to link Miso's stream in YouTube chat, Twitch chat. I am rating him. I appreciate it, Guitar. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Yeah, podcast is about to start. I will see you guys over there, so I'm going to send y'all over to Miso. Is all right. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Expect more updates to the mobile lytics tonight for this build because it changed a lot on stream, and then of course we're going to keep pushing it over the next week. Thanks for the adorned feedback, by the way, Storks. If I don't see you again, you'll definitely be getting a shout out in the video for encouraging me to push it even further. So everyone take care. I'll see you guys at the podcast if you're going over there.